why are you deciding to retire?
She had something that you need to do 100% all the time, and life has changed for, I think, all of us, you know.
We've decided it's best to leave it and not continue a narrative around Shihad, and to leave it in good shape.
I have so many memories of the band. That's why they mean so much to me. It first goes back to school days when I was about 16, 17 years old. The album Killjoy in particular was just played a heap at different school parties. The first time that I ever saw them was in a small club in Wellington. Shihad absolutely owned Big Day Out. There's so many joyous memories of having huge smiles and genuinely feeling lucky to be alive, like he talks about in the lyrics of General Electric. I remember being honestly completely starstruck when I first got to meet them. Even for the first few times they'd come to the Rock, and I was such a massive fanboy of them, and I just thought they were the coolest dudes in the world. Shihad are like a bit of furniture at the Rock, like they are family. They've just always been there. Yeah, they're part of us.
So it's been a long old journey, 37 years. How does it feel on this final weekend?
We've known each other for longer than we haven't, so I just can't imagine life without it. We don't know any different, you know, like.
It's a special occasion. I mean, there's so much more emotion, I think. It's like the ending of a relationship between us and our crowd, you know? You can feel it.
Yeah, it's like a fever dream.
They're just a great rock band that have stood the test of time, and they're just so good live.
When I think of my favourite memories from your guys' shows, I think of like obviously Big Day Outs and RTS Square, and I think of Western Springs, and
that was special.
Ball-tearingly good.
It's like it's an endless sea of people.
It was like Palmerston North.
Easily the best rock band we've ever had, I reckon.
Every Saturday we'll go watch the charts, and they're always on there. Even though I was at a Māori boarding school listening to mostly hip-hop and R&B, those songs stuck with me.
They led the way, especially for us. I've seen a progressive hard rock band come out there and like do wicked things in New Zealand music. For us to come in behind them was awesome.
It almost feels like a kind of a, what do you call it, passing of the torch moment, you know? It's like, because we're still this young group and we've got so much to go, and we can thank a lot of that to Shihad and specifically Tom.
They just led the way for rock. For me personally, as a rock artist, rock musician, like they led the way.
I feel like they're just a household name, so they're the kind of band that you feel like are going to be around forever.
They're fantastic, and it's sad to see them finish.
37 years, 10 studio albums. They are your own. They are Wellingtons. They are my favourite band. I've seen them over 60 fucking times. Make some noise for your own for the very last time, Wellington. Shihad!
We have just announced that we're going to play a one-off show tomorrow at meowNUI, where we play the whole of the Churn album, and then the whole of the Killjoy album, and then we've got an hour of taking requests, motherfuckers. Fucking come along, because it's going to be a fucking special show.
Nick, how many times have you seen Shihad?
It's somewhere around the 80 mark, mate.
This is my 4th time seeing Shihad.
Double digits.
30 plus.
This is number 54.
Only 86 times.
Is there anybody that's seen them more than 86 times? How many times have you seen them?
106 tonight.
What the fuck have you been doing with your life? What do Shihad fans mean to you guys?
I mean, I just feel very honoured to have them there, watching me play my little guitar. And
you realise that they've let you into their lives, and the way that happens is family-like as well. It's like they're your third cousin removed or something. And
I mean, they've become part of the whole Shihad experience.
How are you feeling before we get into it?
Excited and sad. Yeah, there'll be tears, I'm sure. People will feel it.
They made my family, they made my friends, so there's no word for goodbye.
My dad's a big fan, so I'm here for him.
I flew in from Canada just to see Shihad for the last time. It is like a death. It really is. But I mean, these guys, they deserve it. We've sucked enough out of them, really.
On the balcony is my 63 or 4-year-old mum. Her first ever Shihad gig is going to be Churn and Killjoy. How good is that going to be, man?
You've done it well, mate.
Gotta do it.
You've done it well.
we've watched them go through life the same we have. And you see them have kids, you see them struggle with parents dying, you see them hitting illness, you see them, prevail or go on to great things. There's so much there, and we're in conversation the whole way, and it's just human.
Listening to some of those lyrics and growing up the same age as these guys, sometimes those lyrics save your life. You have a moment, you listen to some of those songs, and they're on point. At different stages of your life, they're just on point with what's going through your mind.
Mate, literally the best nights of my life were probably in Mount Smart Stadium.
I met my partner at a gig and I had my hens night at one of their shows. We never got married, but we got 2 kids.
It always freaks me out when I see people with tattoos of our band.
Oh, did I show you this guy?
The whole back.
If I'm honest, I'm a little bit fucked off they didn't add the Rock logo. They even got Jim Beam in there, but not the Rock.
Yeah, mate.
Jim Beam and not the Rock.
Since it's the last show of the tour, I can't get fired, so I've just taken 2 whole tabs of acid.
Yes! Nothing says 90s Wellington like 2 tabs of acid. Fucking oats, rock and roll, let's go.
Best tour of our whole career right at the end, which was great. Oh, we fucking love you.
It's really hard to say in a couple of words, but thank you, really, for everything. You guys are legends. You've a lot of special memories for a lot of people listening, and in all different phases and moods.
And can we just say, thank you to The Rock. You guys have done so much to support us. When we talk about that family, we had a conversation with Warner Music New Zealand last night. We've been there 25 fucking years. That's freakish to be there with a label for that long. And a similar relationship with The Rock, that's our home. And you guys have always supported us, and we're really grateful. And that's not some suck up. We're over now, so fucking it doesn't matter. If we thought you sucked, we could say so now.
And everything you've done for Indigenous rock in this country as well, and you continue to do. I mean, come on.
I think, the great classic saying, it's not over until 4 middle-aged guys sing Home Again. Yeah. So that's what we're going to fucking do, okay?
Oh, champion. Oh, well,